Good evening, everybody. Told you I was a bit bored. If you can't hear me, let me know, because I've got a different mic. It looks like it's coming in. I see some bit of motion here. So, right, I'm going to kind of get to it. And here we go. Told you I was a bit bored tonight, so I'm just going to kind of kick back. And you guys going to kind of just chill with me or not. You know, this is going to be super long. I do hope it works. All I could say about that. But just kind of help myself see if it's going to work, I'm going to take a moment and boot this up here so I can maybe reach comments. Isn't that wonderful? Right, comment away. Maybe you guys, I'll see what you're saying, and I'm going to lay back on my couch bed contraption I've made and enjoy a mappy evening. And you're going to hear me adjust a microphone here. All right, now, here I am on Mars. And I had some interesting things, including something you may have already noticed. It says complex. Excuse me for the mic noise. And I hope it's working all right. Does anybody make a comment? Give me a sound check, please. I'm typing on my phone while I'm using computer. Wish I had 3. I'd be wide open. Right, pyramid complex. I'm going to zoom on in here. Live video interrupted. Well, let's just see what happens here, folks. I'm doing my best. Right, zooming in. This is an area I call an area of interest. Is this still running? I'm sorry if I'm going to keep checking back. No, it looks like we're still running. Okay, well, let's get with it. Hide that little thing. All right, I call this a pyramid complex for obvious reasons. The setup of these objects that we see here, kind of like Pleiades. Some may see Orion. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, your Orion's like this, isn't it? King's crown looking. And yeah, if I go quiet, it's just because I often get in the zone when I'm looking. And we can see what's piled up in the center. I see a lot of these craters as being mining. That, you know, dipped out things. Anybody who's seen commercial mines know they got a big thing that looks like a great big Ferris wheel with buckets on it and just chews up massive amounts. And they'll mount one piece and it just goes in an arc. Or if you set one up, it could just go in a circle and track out pretty autonomously and mine half-moon things. And as you sift for stuff, you may find tailings of different colors. I'm not trying to read anything into this. But isn't that a cool shape? You're on Mars, folks. This is the image that we are shown as Mars. And it's a compilation of lots of different photographs taken to yield this and imagery from many different things we are told were sent here. But you know, I believe that these images were taken from an orbiting satellite. So why? Because they like to mine things here, don't they? They like to know. See those half moon lines? Is it just a check-ins? Nope, not worth it. Is there anything left in there? And as I zoom out, I do see more things as I go through this flat area. Things like this shape. Some of them are delta shaped. Like, you'll see as we go along. There's something very, you know, it's coneheady about that. Or is the Pope's shadow cast very far? I know some of you know what I just did. Yeah, I'll show you some more of these delta formations. Here's one right here. things I find of interest. When you see too much on planet Earth, sometimes you got to go off world. And well, some of y'all might be curious to see this and don't have the notion to access it or understanding. Sometimes minds, I think, have tunnels. Like this one here. And any kind of coordinates are still written down here in this corner. Via your screenshots, you can find them. Well, what's this? Is this where they process? Is this tailings? Is in when you process things, you often get them in piles or as you sit. You can see what you want, but that's what I see. That there's a ton. Who knows what might be under there, what might come out of there. You speculate. You let your imaginarium entertain your thoughts. You got to have your imaginations back, otherwise how are you ever going to manifest? You got to remember that childish part of yourself, that all the elephant in the clouds, you know, the shapes. And after a while, too many coincidental shapes will add up. Bloop. That's interesting. Welcome to Mars. Right around here. What gives off a purple gas, or what kind of filter was on their camera? Did I go in on this one? Another thing I noticed on some of the craters, if I zoom way back, you'll see in a field of them, like something's exploded in the center of something. It's a perfectly even dispersion from the center of the cone of the explosion, is how I'm putting it. I'm just kind of looking for a different area. Well, I hope it doesn't choppy up too much when I do that. But even in these small areas, let's see if we can find a mining area. And you'll see that as I go along, I'll be sure and point it out. This is, as I'm looking, this is a very geometric shape area. I'll just let that sit. Somebody going inside these pyramids and tearing them apart and getting the goodies. You know, what's been inside some of our pyramids here has been goodies. It's like somebody's tore down a side and has gone into gettings. If our oppressors have a program that can get to Mars and back without rockets, would they go after the pyramids first? Did they just make a mistake showing this? I'll try to get it on the screen good, and I'll leave it there for a minute. That's right on the edge of a crater. That'll be shadows because sun coming like that. It's very geometric, isn't it? It's very me. Whether there's something goes in here or not, I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just very geometric. I'll go in on that a bit. Everything else could be like crystal clear, and you get something like this, it's blurry. Welcome to Mars. And to get to it's easy. If you go to your Google Earth and you go up here to View, go to Explore, and you'll see you could select over here between Earth, Sky. Sky is the star formations, the moon imagery, or Mars. And I've been looking at all of them. I'm trying to see if... Alright, I want to see if... Do I find any giants here? Were there any dragons here or fly-type creatures? I want to know. Because then that would be a cool thing to know. That's why. You know, these are one of those famous markings. They always say those stains and you always see on Mars that you see from a distance. And according to the colors generated by this computer-generated graphic image of Mars, it's a very purple. At least that's what color they are here on my screen. And it is a bit behind. I haven't really read comments, so I'm going to move about while I do that. Harland is watching. Oh, we got 2 people watching. Y'all must be bored too. I used to do this with the geoengineering work as well. I would show you guys how I looked at radars. I would do 8-hour-long videos some times, if that's how many hours of video I was doing. Just so you guys learn what I do. Is it still going here? It doesn't say interrupted. I'll continue. I have a triangular shape here in the image. They say it's all arid. They say it's all dust. I see a freaking mine. So I'm just gonna waddle along here. That's what I do. So see an anomaly. And why did they decide to suddenly take a picture of this and change that other one to this? It's mighty flat and smooth. Why? Because we let them. I don't like it when I feel like something's hiding from me. Partially exhumed image of Mars. I don't know if it's showing you what I'm looking at. Oh, it's gone off. Sorry, folks. Well, I won't click one of them again. Let's do some crater hopping. I like doing that too because I'm getting a bit bored with that. Okay, I'm going to go crater hopping. I'll find an area of craters and I'm just going to look in them. Alright, there's a bunch of craters here. I know that imagery will be better. Or more recent. Shall we go more recent? Angular structures here. That's some odd circles, isn't it? Something's crashed in here. Wouldn't it just leave a drag? Whoosh, boom! Or would something came out here and autonomously mined circles? Is this remnants of a mine? It's quite interesting, actually. I can go really rascally, man. Does it look like a spaceship's crashed here? And there's somebody laying here and they was dying out too? Or is it being a mining thing more likely? We'll let that sit for a minute. Look, it's a politician's mouth. Very interesting. And remember, you got the coordinates down here, elevations and all that. Okay, so in case you want to do your own come on, say them yourself. Noteses. How come this crater's been cut out? Why? Because they don't want you to see like center boom booms, I'm going to call them, where the fuckery is occurring. Like the perfect impact. Or did they blow up mine it, things settle in it? They're just too perfect. They ain't got slide around. They're like they hit directly down on them. So to me, nice sphere mining. They've been mining. And you know what they're doing here? And controlled it. Nope, don't look there. Not allowed, not allowed. Ah, but believe me, we see it. It almost adds validity to go in here today, doesn't it? They're even in editing out freaking Mars, man. What's next? As I take a shit, it's going to get edited out of the bowl. See, come on. What kind of impact go like that? Perfect threes in a row. Hey, there's a noose. Maybe they had problems over there and they finally dealt with them too. That's an oddity. Or is it a tailing pile from mining and separating? Go look at quarries and look what you see laying around. Alright? Get familiar with it. Then go look at bombing ranges. You'll find the good ones anywhere in the world. Your military's practicing somewhere, off-limit bombing ranges, and go look. Because I've gold feature here. Yeah, I see you. If you guys want to hide stuff, then I'm going to say you guys, I mean the designers of our maps, our oppressors, the architects who that they own you, our owners, the makers of this map. They make me angry. What the hell's with all these little piles? Mining. Or is it a star chart? They're leaving us a great supreme message. More likely. I mean, really, that's a perfect round thing. Every other crater been smooth in the bottoms pretty much, and that sucker like this. Sheesh. Sorry if I go quiet out when I do this. So make your popcorn. If you want to watch, watch. If you don't, I understand. It's just I get bored. Very pyramid. Geometric features. I'm just gonna go along, call everything I see. Just like my mind's saying it. Open-ended crater so they can get in and out, pull their booty somewhere else, dumping it into piles to be picked up later. Maybe some big suction thing comes down, sucks up all the piles of the goodies. If I can get minerals here. Head figure in the sands here. And they'll have the same type of erosion I was showing in the other map. Okay? And when I see it, I'm going to show it. I'm going to say it. Head figure there. Bullshit. Bullshit crater. Bullshit crater. Bullshit crater. It's just too wrong. Almost look like a speaker cone. Bullshit craters. Piles of crap. Geometric shape. Again, that's the other side of that pyramidic structure. Geometric lines here, 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 and here. Over in that sulfury looking color on the red planet. The only thing that's red is freaking too many lies being red. See, come on. Mining half moons. Tracks from something going in. as we go into the wastelands. I'll zoom up a bit and fly over a bit over to the planet. See some triangular structures here, here, and here. Makes you just want to investigate everything. Cone head. Abdomen. Thorax. Wing structure. The flying cones of the... Wow, they were big too. They were all the way over here. They didn't need oxygen, did they? Or were they planted here too? Because that's what's living in one of those tunnels. Those will be shadows adding to the effects. I ain't reading too much into that. Pyramid gotta look like a pyramid for Rob gonna go, hey man, that look like a pyramid structures. This looks pretty well explored. So you know everything here gonna be edited out if it's worth the fuck to see. I'm sorry if I'm swearing. My shows are never meant for children, because I'm gonna say things as I go along that, well, some people might not find pleasant. You know, this is what happens when it looks like when the color's over. I sometimes wonder when I see these things that if they're not necessarily even water, is it a root structure system for a silica tree that we see? Because this is very, big old stain. This is odd. See it? See the skull? There's your coordinate. I'll let the screen pause and I'll sit for a minute and just contemplate our own existence. Somebody out there, that's just two shadows, man. Yep, they are. Are they holes? It's just a and where it's lying. It would be hard. It didn't just get carried away, and if water was coming down and go around a bend, wouldn't it hollow out somewhere if it was it forced the water this way. So this is harder than that. And later we'll know. If we find that edited out, and as always, Mars gets labeled with a Mars. M-R-S. Let's go. And this is what I do. I mark my maps. This is what I'm looking at. The curve. That area and that. I've seen that shape before. On Earth. Yeah, could we have another creature? Was its coloring and shit purple? And as it's decaying and dissolving, maybe we're seeing bone structure here of a bird-like animal. Maybe we got a Mars fossils. I'll put the skull down, right? And if I go again and I keep seeing it, well, I see it from every direction. Yep. Everybody talking about the birdie. Everybody know that a bird is a word in the bird. Bird. So that's an official Yep, can't forget to put the word bird down. And good evening, John Sal, and good evening, Scott O'Connell, and good evening, Harlan Lee, and hope I don't bore you all to death, but it's kind of one of the things I do sometimes is just tour around. Ooh, look at that. That looked like a lion. There's definitely an anomaly in gold there, huh? Kind of got to look like my hair when I get up in the morning. How about just put a great big hum on you? Ooh. Maybe not a lion at all. Let's have another look at this.